Alright, so recently I watched all the Star Wars movies for the first time, and now that I'm done with them, the only logical thing to do is start watching all the shows, because there's quite a few of them. So for the past couple weeks, I've watched my first Star Wars show, which was The Mandalorian and The Book of Boba Fett, but you know, they're kind of together. And I'm pretty much just going to be expressing my opinions on the shows because I want to, but also because I'm still a new Star Wars fan, and I'm sure some people will find it interesting. Anyway, starting off, The Mandalorian Season 1 and 2. Right off the bat, I think this show is really good, especially these first two seasons. The first season is definitely more focused on the Mandalorian and the sort of jobs he has to do, but the second season is focused on Grogu and the Mandalorian trying to deliver him to a Jedi. Both seasons conveyed that overall plot really well, and that left for some really good episodes of television. Then we move on to The Book of Boba Fett, which is essentially the bridge from Season 2 to Season 3 of The Mandalorian. And I mean, if you've seen the show, you know, all the actual Boba Fett episodes are pretty boring. The one with The Mandalorian is the only really good one. If you're a big fan of Boba Fett and actually interested as to what happened to him after he escaped the Sarlacc pit, then that show is for you. But if you really only care for the connection to The Mandalorian Season 3, then you probably won't fully enjoy the show. In saying that though, I personally didn't think the show was too bad. It was boring at some times, and obviously the Mandalorian related episodes are the best, but still, not a terrible show. Moving on to The Mandalorian Season 3. Going into this, I heard that people were saying the season wasn't written as well as the previous two, and was definitely the weakest of the whole series. And after watching the season, I honestly don't fully agree with those points. I do agree some choices were definitely off considering the previous two seasons. For example, that whole episode where 90% of it didn't even have the Mandalorian in it, and the story with that doctor literally amounted to nothing. And you can tell some moments definitely look like they were just people standing in front of a green screen, and there's like other stupid choices. But putting all that aside, I think some of the scenes with all the Mandalorians and them taking back Mandalore as the main theme, I thought some of that stuff was really cool, seeing all the Mandalorians work together. So yes, I do slightly agree that this is the weakest season, but it's not a bad season, and I don't think it's as bad as people are saying it is. So yeah, overall, The Mandalorian as a whole show, I think is really good. The Book of Boba Fett, not that good. The Mandalorian episode easily boosted up. Let me know what show I should watch next, because I honestly have no idea.